morning, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog. Does anyone else feel nostalgic when I film in this house? Because I do, deeply. If you've been around anytime since 2020, honestly, you will recognize this house and know it well. It's like a film set, like revisiting a film set or something. But anyways, good morning. I am getting ready now to head out on a fun little Sunday morning adventure. Drew and I are going with his mom and sister. The two of them actually had these plans already, and then they invited us yesterday to come along. We were like, absolutely. And we're gonna go get some tattoos today. And I mean, we're not getting like matching or anything like that, but we've never actually gone together, weirdly. Like, we've only gone separately. And Drew's mom and sister are getting some family tattoos, and they invited us to come along to get whatever. It's more casual and less like formal, I guess. But I thought I'd bring you along with me and show you a little bit of it. And then we're just gonna like pop around the rest of our Sunday. My mom is gonna come over at some point. We're just trying to enjoy our time here in Arizona. It is quite hot, I will say. It's like over 100 degrees, I don't know, 106, 107, something like that. But I think some monsoons are coming this week, which if you live in Arizona or you're familiar with Arizona, they are one of the best parts about living here. And it's just such a like respite during the summer. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just such a needed kind of refresh. And we'll see what ends up happening, but that's gonna be like later this week. And I am very, very excited. It's supposed to rain for days. I can't wait. So anyways, this is what I'm wearing today. Very casual. It is this little cotton camo tank top that I got from Tilly's, and then my Old Navy sweat shorts, because I just feel like being comfy today. That's pretty much the only excuse I have. I was just wearing these to get ready, and I thought about changing into a pair of denim shorts, but I really honestly think I'm just gonna keep these on because it just feels nice. And then I'm gonna wear my flip-flops. I have my headband on. We are keeping it very cash today.
Here's my Sprite Berry Blast taste test.
It's just like whipped cream.
Good. It's like a little more vanilla-y. It doesn't taste exactly like whipped cream.
I know, I was trying to guess what it was.
It's fucking whipped cream, Ma.
Because the only other...
Are you recording me? Sorry.
Oh, it's funny.
The only other dirty Dr. Pepper I had was coconut, so I was like, it's not coconut, it's just whipped cream.
This tastes like an icy, but Sprite. Yeah, it's really good. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. How about you?
Maybe like an 8. I think I'm gonna get a
Oh no, I mean, just.
All right, we're home. It is 7:30, so we're actually home a little earlier than we were last night, so that's good. Sorry that all of the sounds are happening at once. We got our tattoos. I'm not gonna lie, a couple of them are a little wonky. So here are my 2 new tatties. I'm excited to become a little sticker book. And now we are gonna watch some Love Island. We need to catch up. I think we have 2 episodes and an After Sun to watch. So it is a big night, but yeah, here's my sparkles. Here's my ladybug. And that is the 2 new stickers on the arms. Okay, it's not really showing on camera, but we're getting a dust storm right now, and the entire sky is brown. Like, it's turning it a lot more blue and gray on camera. It is like bright orangey brown outside right now. It's crazy. I hope it rains. I'm so excited. Good morning. It's the next day. We did in fact have a crazy dust storm last night, but it was difficult because I could hear it. I could hear the wind blowing. I could hear things knocking against the window. Like, our watering pail thing was like knocking all over the place, and there was like dust hitting the windows and stuff, but you couldn't really see it because it was dark outside, so it was still fun. But now it is Monday morning. Drew's getting his hair cut at the moment. We actually took the day off today, but I have therapy at 11, and then if you watched a couple of vlogs ago, my car is like doing something weird, so I have to take my car to the dealership. My tire pressure light keeps coming on, but my tire pressure is fine, and there's no leaks in my tires or anything like that, so I think it's like a sensor issue, or it just needs to be like properly recalibrated. And then when I took my tires in to get them serviced, there's like a key that you need for your tires, like for your car, at least new cars, or my car. It's like a specific key so that no one can steal your tires, and I didn't have that. And they were like, where's your key? And I was like, what are you talking about? And they were like, you need this special key, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't have that. And the place where it was supposed to be, it wasn't. So the dealership has to look at it and probably like make a new one. So anyway, I am just getting ready for the day now. So Drew has to take me to drop me off to do that. And then we're gonna continue on with our day. I have therapy in a bit, and then we're actually taking our nieces back to school shopping today, which is crazy. It is mid-July, mind you. I know like everywhere in the US does it differently. I think when I lived in Arizona, yeah, it was like we'd always start at the beginning of August, end at like the end of May. And then I wanna say in Tennessee, it was like around the same. It might've been like mid to late August, but I know some places don't even start until after Labor Day. I'm like, you start school in September? That's wild. Anyway, I'm gonna moisturize while avoiding these tattoos. The artist that we saw does dry healing, which I've never done before. I think it's just different for everybody. But we've still been putting like, you know, aftercare lotion on it and like washing it with like unscented soaps and stuff like that. But totally different experience than any other tattoo experience before. Had a little bit of tattoo regret when I woke up this morning. So did Drew, but that's okay. That happens. I have OCD, so I tend to just spiral about things. But luckily I have therapy in a little bit. Am I right? I think I've been like girl bossing a little too close to the sun with tattoos. I've become like so whatever, who cares? Yeah, let's do it. And then like yeah, I ended up with something I didn't really want. I just want to get more now. Like all that I'm thinking now is I just want more little stickers, and I want more fine line ones as well. So we will definitely get to that. But the thing is, it's just so expensive. It's so expensive to get tattoos these days. One of my friends went to a tattoo shop and the shop minimum was $500. Any hoozles, that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. Nothing really exciting to report. We are gonna get back into like the actual work week of things tomorrow. So this is kind of like an extended weekend vlog so far. When we shop today, I would love to get maybe a pair of Converse. I need like a new pair of either black or white Converse because I like ran through my old ones. And all I have is a pair of brown ones right now, and I want like just a kind of classic everyday pair. So maybe that, it'd be cool to get some accessories. I need a couple bits at Sephora. Like I ran out of my day styling cream. I quite literally cut it and got every little last drop out of this thing. So like that would be nice. So yeah, we'll see what we end up getting. But it is 9:19. As soon as Drew comes back from his haircut, we're gonna go to the dealership and then carry on with our day. All right, I just finished up therapy and it was lovely, and now I am gonna go out and do the back to school shopping. I also wanted to update on the car thing. I ended up taking it to the dealership. It was a whole thing. I think it should be fine now. Basically, I got my tires replaced and my tire pressure light kept coming back on, but apparently with my car you need to recalibrate your tires 3 times after you change them. And maybe the people that were changing my tires didn't, I don't know, it was a whole thing. And then I had to get like a couple other things done, so it's all good. It only took like an hour, so not a big deal. Anyways, to shopping we go.
In the morning, every step is so golden. Oh yeah, breathing slowly. I never thought you would have been up for me.
Wow! Thing's trying to blow away. Oh, your gnome.
The chair's moving.
I know.
The chair is moving.
Oh my god. Should we bring it inside? It's probably got bugs all over. Yeah. Look how much that tree has shed. Hello, it is the next day. I have had our niece over today and I've just been getting like some computer work done, and she's been sitting downstairs with me. I introduced her to Lizzie McGuire, which was really fun, the TV show, and I think she likes it so far. We've enjoyed that. Thought I would show you a little haul of what I got. We ended up finding our older niece like a bunch of stuff for back to school from a consignment store. She found so many good things. She probably got like almost 10 things, so she's all set. And I got myself my Converse. I'm so happy. I have been wanting a pair of low top black Converse again for so long. I like go through phases. I am just a Converse girly no matter what. Converse and Vans, like I feel like it's just a millennial thing. Like I just love it so much. and my last couple pairs of Converse have been high top, but I always like alternate and go back and forth, so I'm back to the low tops. I need to break them in back here, which is like not ideal, but I don't know, I had platforms for a while and then I just got really tired of them, so now we're back to the classics and I absolutely love them. I'm so happy. I have dryer lint on them somehow, probably from my clean sweatshirt. Then I also ended up getting this sweatshirt. It was on sale for like $12 and it's got the Cupid baby on it and it says I'm doing my best, and I absolutely love it. So I got that, and then actually I wanted to show this. I've been meaning to show this in like a couple of different vlogs and I just keep forgetting, but I was recommended this face wash by Hydration CEO on Instagram, but she talked about it for like odor. So basically there's some kind of property in benzoyl peroxide face washes where if you use it on like your bits, well not those bits, but like your underarms or like under your boobs or any areas if you have folds, if you're a plus size girly, if you use this and apply it like a mask and let it sit there for a few minutes and then rinse it off really well, because if you don't rinse it off really well it can like bleach your towels and stuff, but it completely eliminates odor. And I don't typically struggle with body odor, but the only time I do is like the day or two after I fake tan. I don't know if anyone else experiences this, but when I fake tan, my pits smell so bad, and sometimes I try to avoid like going in that area and it's still just like, it just, I don't want to say it smells like BO, it's just like a really intense fake tan smell. And I've tried like exfoliating, like scrubbing my armpits really hard, and it just doesn't do anything. And so I mean, it makes sense because this basically kills the bacteria that like lives in those areas and then eliminates the odor, like it completely neutralizes it. This stuff is no joke. I applied it last night in the shower. I cannot smell a single thing. I'm literally not joking. I did put on a little bit of deodorant today, but I can't even smell that. Like it just smells like nothing. And usually at this point in like my fresh fake tan journey, because I mean I only fake tanned a couple days ago, I swear to you I would normally stink. I'm not a scientist. I don't know the like official, you know, if it's FDA regulated or whatever, but I just saw her talking about it and I've been using it and it's been working so well for me. So anyways, I got a big size of this because I started with like the small one just to test. So now I have a big one for the shower here and then I have a smaller one in my shower in California, but I love it. So if you're a stinky girly, or you know, you just struggle with not being able to wear deodorant or whatever it is, like I know that Hydration CEO talked about how she can't even wear deodorant. She has some sort of like allergy or something like that, and so she does this instead and it like makes her not smell at all. So love it. So that's my little haul, my little back to school haul. That's what I got. Do you remember when, I mean, probably not a lot of you who are watching this video are YouTubers, but I used to film back to school videos when I was like 27 years old because they were just really popular at the time. So it would be like back to school themed hair, makeup, and outfit, and I would like go to a nearby school on like the track and film like an outfit of the day. Oh my god, it's so funny. Or like stand on the bleachers or whatever. And we were all doing that, by the way. I know Alicia Marie has talked about it, how she, you know, did her School Alicia series, which was deeply iconic, and how she did it like all the way into her late 20s, and I just love that. I love that we were all doing that. It's so amazing. But anyways, our niece and Drew are actually both downstairs on the couch taking a nap. I took a nap earlier. We were watching Tangled, and now I'm just sort of like catching up on a little bit of work. I am trying not to spiral about all of this parasite, what is it called, cyclospora or something like that. This basically diarrhea parasite that's going around, which for someone with emetophobia and OCD, this is kind of like a nightmare scenario. So I'm trying not to like put too much thought into that, but I'm like thinking ahead of like what I'm trying to eat for dinner, and I'm just scared of like lettuce and berries and most vegetables that can't be cooked and stuff like that. So I'm just like, crazy times. I also just kind of wanted to, I'm gonna try, okay, I'm gonna try to not mask. I'm gonna try to just be as real and authentic as possible, because I think sometimes being on YouTube, I can like, I'm so terrified of like saying the wrong thing, making a mistake, someone being like, I'm disappointed in you, I don't like the way you handled this, like that feeling of being in trouble all the time. And I'm scared to like get it wrong. I'm scared to like mess up. I'm just gonna speak about me. I'm not gonna like talk about anyone else. I mean, I'll speak for Drew a little bit, but I gotta be honest, Drew and I both have such deep tattoo regret. I will likely be getting them lasered off, and like, I know that sounds probably dramatic, but it's not I have learned such a lesson. This has been such a learning lesson, and when you zoom out, it's really not a big deal to not like a tattoo. I feel like a lot of people who get tattoos have had tattoo regret. I, for some reason, have yet to have that. I've been getting tattoos for almost 20 years at this point, and for some reason, I've just loved it every single time, and I've usually done like a decent amount of research going into it, but sometimes I haven't. Like sometimes I make a decision at the last second and I just end up loving it, but this one in particular, it's crooked, like it's just, there's a lot of different things. It was supposed to be fine line, it's not, you know, there's just, yeah. And then Drew's is completely botched. There's, like a couple spots that were messed up, and yeah, we learned our lesson, which is to think it through. If you're not sure about it, definitely just back out and get it another time, and don't go along with the crowd and whatever. But Drew's mom and sister love their tattoos, so that's what matters. And Drew and I are just, you know, maybe we're being divas, and that's fine. It's just like, I knew the second it was done, I was like, okay, I regret this immediately. I was in the bathroom, I was washing my hands, and I was like, this was my mistake, like I shouldn't have done this. And yeah, so I'll probably keep the ladybug, but this one is gonna go, or maybe I'll cover it up at some point. But I do definitely want to like fill in more. Gotta let it heal. I know getting a tattoo lasered is like a very long journey. It's very painful, it's expensive, and yeah, lesson learned, you know. So that's my bad. That being said, if you've also had a tattoo that you regret, let me know. Make me feel better in the comments. No, I'm kidding. But just share your experience. I would love to know. It's not a huge deal. It's a small tattoo anyways, but I guess I'll just show up close just so that, because I was like avoiding it, if you couldn't tell. I haven't even taken pictures. Like, it's not that bad. It's just not what I wanted, you know? So we're gonna handle that later, but okay, I'll show you. Here are my sparkles, which like really in reality aren't bad, but it is crooked, and like, I don't know, maybe you guys can let me know if you think it's not that bad in the comments. But there's that one, and then there is my little ladybug, which I actually like. It's a little wonky. I wanted it to kind of be doodly and sort of like, yeah, hand drawn, and not be like realistic and look like I have an actual bug on my arm. It just sort of looks like a little dot. I think it's, yeah, just a human thing to like do something and then be like, yeah, you know what, I regret this. We'll see. I'm gonna sit with it for a little bit and see how I feel, but it's just, it's because it's visible. If it was like on the back of my shoulder or something like that, I wouldn't care. And I almost did do the back of my shoulder, and I kind of wish I had, but that's okay. It could be much worse. I could have like no regrets across my chest or something like that, you know. It's kind of funny. But if you are in the tattoo regret club, I am your newest member. Hello, nice to meet you. Hello, it is the next day. We have been having a lovely little time with one of our nieces. She spent the night last night. She's still downstairs right now. Actually, randomly, we were all coming upstairs to like get ready for bed last night, and there was no water coming out of any of the faucets in the house. It was so bizarre. I've never had that happen before. And my first thought was like, we didn't pay the bill, our water got shut off. No. There ended up being, we called that, luckily there's an emergency line you can call, and they came out at like 10:45 last night, and there was some valve that broke and it was causing a blockage, and so basically it was, yeah, blocking any water from entering the house. So that was kind of crazy, but we got that all sorted. It was a really quick fix. He was able to fix it in like 15 minutes, and then we had water again and it was all good. But yeah, so we have a little pallet on the floor that we need to clean up and like do some laundry. I am trying to figure out where to put you. I still haven't found a spot in the closet yet, but I thought I'd show you a couple little things because my niece and I went out shopping today, and we got a couple things. I got her like a couple more back to school things that we weren't able to get the other day, and then I needed some restocks from Sephora. So I think I mentioned it earlier in this vlog, but I got some more Day 3-in-1 styling cream. They had a couple new scents. They have a peach one that I have in like the mascara one, and then they had a vanilla one, and it was good, but I just like the classic. And then I got some more Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray. I got some more Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, so I'm gonna keep those here. And then I got a couple random things at Kohl's. Haven't been in Kohl's in so long, but that's where the Sephora was. And so I went in, I found this Lizzie McGuire shirt. It's freaking cute. I think it was like $9 or something like that. And it says, "Divas have all the fun." Yeah, I love that. So that's getting washed immediately. And then just some like classic black loungy bike shorts, because the ones I have are too long and they don't fit. So yeah, kind of more stuff than I intended to buy in this vlog. Oops, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. So now I'm actually gonna go run some errands because we are hosting our friends for dinner tonight. We haven't decided fully if we're gonna just like order something for dinner or if we're gonna make something, but I'm pretty sure we're ordering dinner, but I wanna get like a couple drinks, some desserts, things like that, and then we're just running low on like household items. So we may do that and possibly get some more wallflowers from Bath & Body Works because they're on sale. But then I'm done, I promise. God forbid a girl find some joy in these dark, trying times. That was a joke. All right, I am back on the floor trying to film a little ad for a main channel video. I am kid-free for the first time in a couple of days, so I'm just taking advantage of that. I've touched up my makeup a little bit. My face does not match my body for the last couple of days. I don't want to talk about it. I actually just had the funniest experience going to drop off a package today. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about this on like different social media platforms and how like, you know, the Gen Z stare happens to them, or just like Gen Z in the workplace in general. And I'm not trying to like generalize and be like, oh, it's only Gen Z people who do this, but I've just particularly noticed it a lot more recently with like younger people in workplaces. And so I just thought I would share with you my experience. It was so funny. So I went to, am I zoomed in? Oh, that's weird. I went to drop off a couple of packages because I accidentally got something that I was using for the Hillary Duff concert delivered here instead of California. So when we got here, like Drew's mom had brought it inside and I went to return it and I was dropping it off and it was like at FedEx. And this employee was there and she was like talking to her coworker, and I kind of walked in and was standing there and she like kept talking to her coworker. She kind of looked at me. I walk up to the counter and I'm like, hi, how are you? Silence, not a word. So I'm like, I'm just dropping these off. And so she, without saying a word, takes her little scanner, starts scanning the thing, hasn't looked at me or said anything to me, starts scanning the thing, and it's just like, she finally gets it to scan. And she goes, do you want to put in a phone number? And I was like, no, thank you. And then she said something under her breath and was like, you know, never looked up, just went, and I said, sorry? And she goes, I said you're good. I was like, have I offended you? Somehow, I'm so confused. I saw another Instagram reel where someone talked about how she went to a coffee shop and she ordered like a 4-shot espresso, or like 4 shots of espresso and a latte, so like a quad latte. And when she got the latte, she realized that it was like really milky, and so she was confused. So she was like, hey, so sorry, does this have 4 shots in it? And the barista goes, I don't know, I didn't take your order. And she was like, right. Could you check? And so she like went over and checked, and then she was just like giving her attitude and acting as if this woman who paid for 4 shots of espresso was like inconveniencing her somehow. And I'm like, I don't know, I've gotten so many experiences like this recently where I'm like, it just has to be because generationally they grew up in like a different time, and millennials are such people pleasers, and we're so like, oh my gosh, hi, so sorry about that. And like we were so pressured to like have the most customer service and be the most polite and never ever tell a customer no. And like, I love that they're not people pleasing, but it's just so jarring sometimes when you go into a place and they look at you as if like you've pissed them off for like coming into their job. It's wild. I'm like, do you want me to spend money here? There have been times, literally like multiple times, where I've gone into like a coffee shop or a store or whatever, and I'm like, hi, how are you? And they're just like, I'm just like, it's truly thrown me for a loop. So if you've experienced this also, then please let me know, because I just think it's so funny. And like, I got back in the car and I told Drew, I was like, oh my God, I got like my first Gen Z stare in a while, because she just literally was like, I saw another video where someone said that she went to like, I forget where she went, like McDonald's or something, and she was like, oh, can I get an iced coffee? And they were like, no, because I can't get that to ring up. So no. Honestly, I wish that I could have gotten away with that at work. So it's more like a funny thing. I told you guys about how we went to Disneyland recently, and without, I mean, no joke at all whatsoever, I walked up to security and the security worker was like, ugh, I have to get up now. And I was like, okay, it felt like, honestly, I get it. Oh my God, one of my favorite things ever. This was actually iconic and hilarious. I remember one time we went into like a sandwich shop or something like that. And I will have to see if I can find the photo. We walked over to the soda machine and it was like, the soda machine is out of ice, like the ice is broken. And it said, it's giving warm soda. And I was just like, I love that. That's amazing. It was just so funny. And I was just thinking about it, about how I had this interaction earlier and it's just so bizarre. Like I could never, but again, I'm a people-pleasing millennial. So you'll have to let me know what generation you are and if you relate to that or if you don't. I've seen people that are rude of all generations. Don't even get me started on like some older generations and like some of their behavior in public and even some of my own. But yeah, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, Gen Z, y'all scare me in a workplace. All right, let's go to the grocery store because I need to pick up a couple of things for our friends coming over tonight. And Drew's in a meeting at work. So I'm just gonna go do it really quickly and we'll go on like a little grocery run. Sorry, what? We have beer cheeseburger flavored Pringles and beer braised steak. You know, it's never given me a diarrhea parasite. These cookies. Speaking of, I'm obviously not going to be able to get any of this produce. Well, most of it. We have vegetables we can cook, but I just want to get some snacks for tonight mostly, and a couple random things we're missing. Obviously, this is a non-negotiable. For Drew. That's so crazy to have dirty Mountain Dew now. Wild. If you haven't had these before, these Drizzlicious bites, they have a few different flavors. Cinnamon swirl, salted caramel. They usually have a confetti one. And then the s'mores, they're really good. We used to get them at Costco, but they don't really have them there anymore. All right, I got some chips to have for the girls when they're over. And then I got some ice creams for tonight. Got a few different flavors. I think I have one thing left on my list and we're good to go. All right, we're home. Here's my quick grocery haul. I have the bedding still going from earlier, so apologies about that. Got the Drizzlicious things I talked about. These are delicious. I got a bag of kettle chips. I decided to get these to try. They're Jimmy Dean blueberry protein waffles for breakfast. I'm not putting that in my phone. I got some pancake syrup to have. Got some margarine and some peanut butter. I got some corn to have with, my mom's coming over for dinner tomorrow, so I'll have that stuff with it. Maybe like marinate some chicken or something, like a little mashed potato maybe. I got this pack of Doritos, because it'll be nice for the girls and then for us, and it has nacho cheese, Cool Ranch, spicy sweet chili, spicy nacho, and barbecue.
Barbecue Doritos.
I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, caffeine-free Diet Coke, cherry Dr. Pepper, and then I got some ice creams for us to try tonight. Jenny's blackout chocolate cake, Bluebell black raspberry fudge, sounds phenomenal, Haagen-Dazs vanilla, because some of our friends just like plain. And then you can also add like chocolate or whatever. And then dark cherry truffle. I thought that sounded good. I don't know why I got hamburger buns instead of bread. It just sounded good. And then some little crackers for our dips. And that is our grocery haul. I'm saving these plastic bags because we reuse them for a lot of different things, trash cans and whatever. And they don't have plastic bags in any stores in California anymore. They only have paper bags. So we'll hold on to these. They are. Aww.